Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Lesson Learned. In this video, we will be going through 5 questions from 11 to 15. These all questions have appeared in UPSC Engineering Service 2017 prelims exam, and these all questions are based on general studies and engineering aptitude. For previous 10 questions, the link of those videos are given in description box. You all can check those videos. So question number 11. In question number 11, a pentagonal prism is lying on HP, means horizontal plane, on one of its rectangular face. When it is cut by section plane, the largest possible section thereof is 5 edges, 6 edges, 7 edges or 8 edges. Okay, now this is the XY line, or we can say the HP, horizontal plane. A pentagon prism is lying on this HP. So this is the top view, this is the front view, and this is the top view of this prism. Now of this prism, of this prism. Now we can see this dotted line is cutting this prism. So when this dotted line is cutting, we have to find out how many edges are visible with this section plane cut on this prism. So the first one is the front base edge. So front base edge is this CD and DE. CD and DE. So these two edges are these two edges are there. Then the second one is the rear base edges 1, 2 and 1, 5. Then the third one is 2B and 5E and 3C. So means totally there are complete 7 edges. So the answer is C. Now we will see question number 12. If a thread is wounded around a cone, so this is our cone, you can see here. The thread is wounded around a cone starting from a point on base. Suppose we are considering this as a base, this point. So cone is wounded around a cone, and it is starting from this point and brought back to the same point. That means the cone is going like this and it is coming back to this point. Then the shortest possible length of the thread is equal to. So when we are wounding this around this cone, so what will be the shortest possible length? So that options are given, that we will see. Diameter of the base of the cone. So diameter is this. So this cannot be the shortest one. We'll draw once again here. This is the cone. So first option is diameter of this cone. This cannot be the shortest possible length, because once the cone is going here, once the thread is wounded till here, again it has to go back. So this is not the shortest possible length. So this is the wrong answer. Then the slant height of the cone. Obviously it has nothing relation with this bottom face or base. So this is also the wrong option answer. Then the third one is the largest chord of the development curve, and the fourth one is the length of the perpendicular from a corner of the development sector of the opposite edge. So the third option we are going to see. Suppose this is our base. We will divide this base into 3 parts. So starting from here, the first one and this one. So like this, this base is divided into 3 points, 1, 2 and 3. So first the thread will be wounded from this point and it will come till here. Rather coming till here, we can directly move on to here. So with respect to this curve, this is the shortest length. Then second one, similarly, in spite of this, we can take it to here. So this is again the shortest possible length, and the third one, this is the shortest possible length. So here you can see the shortest possible length is like this. So third option is correct, largest chord of the development sector. Hence the third option is correct for this 12th question. Now we will see the 13th question. 300 passengers are traveling in white, silver and black cars. Okay, so there are total number of 300 passengers which we have mentioned here, and they are traveling in white, silver and black car. Each of this car is carrying 6, 5 and 13, sorry, 6, 5 and 3 passengers. That means white car is carrying 6 passengers. So in white car number of passengers 6. In black car there are 5 passengers, and uh, in silver car there are 5 passengers, and in black car there are 3 passengers. If the number of white and silver car is equal, then there is only one black car. So we have this value of how many black cars are there. So black car is only one, and white car and silver cars are equal. So we don't know how much it is, so we will consider it as X. What is the total number of cars? So how we have to find how many total number of cars are there. So now here we can see there are 300 passengers. Okay, out of there are 300 passengers, and these 3 is the uh, passengers in the black car. So per black car there is one passenger. Total black cars are 3, so 3 into 1 is equal to 3 passengers. That means these are 3 passengers in the black car. So 300 minus 3 is 297. So these 297 passengers are in white and silver car. So with this equation we can see 6x, 6 means passengers, x is the white car, plus 5 is the passengers in black car. So 5x plus 3 is equal to 300. So with solving this equation we can get the value of x is 27. That means white cars are 27, silver cars are 27 and black car is 1. So total number of cars are 55. That means the answer is D. Now we will see the 14th question. A locus traced by a point moving along a pendulum from one end to another when the pendulum oscillates is. Suppose a locus is traced on a point moving along a pendulum from one end to another end. So here we can see this point is fixed and this is moving like this in this direction. Okay, so when this is moving we can put a point, imaginary point here, and draw a line which is moving along this direction. So like this, when this pendulum is rotating in this curve and this line wherever it meets, so this is the curve which we are getting, and this curve is nothing but this spiral one, a spiral. So A is the answer. Now we will see the 15th question. The present ages of 3 brothers are in the proportion of 3, 4 and 5. After 10 years, the sum of their ages will be 78. So what are the ages now? Okay, so let your present age be 3x, 4x, 5x. So x represents the age. Okay, so we will say present age. X represents the present age. So 3x, 4x, 5x, and after 10 years their total sum of ages is 78. So we have this equation, 3x plus 10 means 3x is the current age plus 10 after 10 years, 4x plus 10, 5x plus 10 is equal to 78. So solving this equation we get x, the value of x is 4 years. So the present age is 3x into 4 is 12, 4x into 4 is 16 and 5x into 4 is 20. So the present ages of those 3 brothers is 12, 16 and 20. So option A is correct. In this video we have seen questions 11 to 15. I hope you all like this video, and if you all like, press like button, share this video, and also subscribe to our channel.